that I'd like to get the response of DA. Ano ang magiging usapin dito sa pag-amenda natin itong batas na ito at sa pag-establish ng floor price sa palay? Ano ang practice sa ibang bansa? Meron bang floor price ang ang palay sa Thailand, sa Vietnam? Meron ba? Uh, so what is the industry practice internationally?
Mr. Chair, basically, meron floor price, let's say, sa India, as one example. But ang gobyerno bumibili. They really fund it eh. Kaya nag-ano din, as I mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned, they also control their farmers and traders by, technically, 90% of their fertilizer is subsidized in India and among others, So, ang sa akin naman, ang floor price is kung ano yung production cost plus a little margin. Kasi hindi mo pwedeng i-fix margin mo yung ano eh. You just have to protect the farmers from na hindi malugi.
Cost plus.
Cost plus little lang para sa akin ano.
Anyway, I think ang isa ring aspeto na pwede natin iligay sa batas would be pag gobyerno ang bumibili. Because nga gusto nating the Sagip-Saka Act, which Senator Zubiri supported in the last the other 18th Congress, on 18th Congress, already mandates the direct purchase of by government sa agriculture products ng farmers na wala ng public bidding. So siguro doon we can impose a floor price. Pag gobyerno ang bumibili direkta sa ating mga magsasaka at mangingisda ng palay and other agricultural products, may floor price na cost plus, diba? To be determined by will perhaps NFA, based on the NFA Council's recommendation. So yun siguro ang maaari. Yung isa pa is the importation of rice, di ba? Because of course some are saying ang concern nila ay ibabalik ba sa NFA yung kapangyarihang mag-import? I think we've discussed that in your briefing. Your no need for the NFA because you are able to do it through the amended amendments to the RTL, the last amendments, and you're able to get planters products or FTI, no, to do the importation. My concern there is how do we now ensure that what happened to NFA will not happen to FTI or planters products in terms of, lack of transparency, walang approved budget for contract. Could you explain how that works, Secretary?
The intent naman, Mr. Chair, is hindi sila mag-import on a regular basis. The intent is only to be able to do so if necessary and there is profiteering or hoarding. Technically, panakot lang, Mr. Chair, sa mga ating mga importers. As much as possible, ayaw kong gawin dahil nga sakit ng ulo lang yan at it's an additional work for us. But we just want to be prepared na pwede silang gamitin kung kinakailangan lang.
Okay, we'll note that, no? But of course, that's you. Kung may pumulit na sa'yo at biglang magbago na isip at sabihin, teka, hindi na pang emergency to. Uh, okay, yes, Calioni, go ahead.
Chairman, with respect to Planters Products Inc., PPI, ang recollection ko po sa PPI, PPI, it's a private corporation eh. I think supposed to be owned by the sugarcane farmers. Yung nga lang, hindi po nagkaroon ng formal turnover po ng shares. So much so that I think it's a foundation now of PPI that's technically the owner. However, that foundation is controlled by the DA Secretary. So pagka we allow PPI to do importation, the assumption seems to be it's at least a government-controlled corporation. So would that affect somehow the the possible plan to allow importations through either PPI or Food Terminal Incorporated?
Well, we will have to
Yeah.
get your position paper, Secretary, no? And then we'll be guided by that. And then we'll look into it also.
Dahil po, tama po si Senator Marcos in that last hearing, I saw it on YouTube. Nagpasok na po yung PPI ng initial importation.
Yes,
April this
17,000
year.
metric tons, di ba?
About 12,000.
Mr. Chair, I made a mistake dun sa sinabi ko. It's 22,000, not 12,000.
Opo.
22,000 metric.
Ako, well, siguro nung in-order niyo secretary, mahal pa yung di ba? Mahal pa yung bigas. Pero bumagsak na po eh. So, there's a question now, baka laki po ng lugi ng PPI pag ibebenta ngayon. So, assuming may buyer. So, anyway, I raised those points, Chairman, so we can be more careful when we look at this.
Yes, we'll do that. Okay. Any other points you'd like to raise?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm okay, Mr. Chairman. I'm here to support the agriculture sector. Alam niyo naman ako yung isang licensed agriculturist. At ito si Secretary Kiko, pwede na naman mag-apply ng licensed agriculturist din ito. But I know I was telling the chairman earlier, it's so difficult really to try to find solutions to our problems in agriculture. It's endemic, systemic. Of course, we just passed new laws that are not being implemented. So I'm here to support you, Mr. Chairman, 1,000%. And the sector, particularly the agri department, kasi nung na-devolve yung agriculture sa local government units, nawala ng sundalo si secretary. Nawala ng sundalo yung department. Naging top heavy na lang sila sa regional offices. Kaya I commensurate with their their fears and their frustrations. So we're here to support them, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for letting me be able to speak. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Senator Subiri. Just for the information of Senator Subiri, we filed a measure precisely to renationalize extension service up to the provincial level. And we hope we can get your support in that regard. Thank you.
Adopted ka naman eh.
Yes, I am a
Adopted member.
adopted member, honorary member of the minority.